So, sir, my first question is that what are the factors that make the graphic design program the best for the students to opt for?
Okay, so graphic design as a course is for people who understands communication from visuals. So most of us are right now trying to understand what is being communicated from different medias. So most of the students that come into our institute are some background of doing practice or understanding art and understanding drawing and understanding visuals in some manner. And it is what the world is getting into. So there are a lot of communication in different mediums have been put out for communication. So in many ways, all of us are graphic designers. All of us do PowerPoint presentations. All of us try to make posters. All of us try to make our own identities, small logos. We do a lot of school projects. We do a lot of things that is indirectly graphic design. So it comes very naturally to us. So when students come and do the course with us, they are only extending themselves to do it in much better fashion, understanding users, understanding the context, and they help to get our direct communication, which we teach. So, and we are very successful at this department. We get a lot of students. Every batch has around 50 to 60 students, and there is a lot of demand from the industry. The demand is so high that we are not able to give up or be able to give that many, designers for this demand. So so that is what we do in our department.
So, sir, moving on to next question, how do you plan on using the immense knowledge and experience that you have gained over the years in the design industry?
For teaching?
Yes, sir.
So personally for me, when I started off as a graphic designer, it was around 20 years from now. And after my 5-6 years of my experience as a graphic designer, what I understood was that I was getting into a senior role, and I started mentoring a lot of my juniors as an assistant design manager or as a design manager. And that mentoring came very naturally to me. So, and the design industry and the fraternity is such that you get a lot of mentors automatically in your offices and in your places of work. So the training is a constant thing that we do in the design fraternity. So it's very natural for anyone who comes and teach in design to facilitate like a training program. And design by itself as an education, as pedagogy, is not like a classroom situation. It's more on one-to-one mentoring system. It's more on not on spoon feeding on what you need to do, but it's only facilitating a route for the students to understand what design is based on one-to-one interaction. So that comes very naturally as a designer. You train, you read a lot, you know how to articulate because you have a lot of client service situations. So our articulation is very high. We need to explain ourselves in the most simplest and the most articulate way. So it comes very naturally for designers to teach. And also while teaching and mentoring, we also realize as seniors or mid-management executives that we understand that while training or while teaching or while facilitating, we also get freshened by the new ideas that comes back to us. So we are always looking at this aspect to keep ourselves at a specific level to keep going, because as designers we need to adapt to every small change that we get, and that has to be faster, and that also helps while we teach. So when we take an idea from a junior designer or from a student, we take their context, so to understand their context we also have to be on top of things. So while teaching and while mentoring, we are constantly adapting to this. So in design fraternity is very normal to teach and to mentor. Yeah.
So, sir,
That's
like
the
you
answer.
said, yeah, okay. So, like you said that you have been doing this for 20 years now. So, what are some valuable insights into the graphic design program that you're offering at your department?
So, what the values that we mainly give out in our department is that we are constantly in touch and in sync with what is happening in the industry right now. So, whatever courses that we do in our department, that's the first point, as that we ask a lot of our industry friends and people who are practicing design come into the class and explain their scenario, so that there is no um, difference in what we teach as to what they will do in the industry. Having said that, we are also as faculties in the department who are also consistently working as designers. So we are designers who teach. We are not like a normal college where the faculty has been teaching the same curriculum repeatedly in the same fashion. We teach what we are supposed to do. We teach how to practice it while practicing it ourselves. So the value that we give in our department is more on what is done out there and how do we do it in the classroom. So that is one of the biggest value that we have in our department. We have a lot of classroom projects, live projects in our studios and in our classrooms, where we get projects and every student work on it. Some of them get selected, some of them continue as their academic project, but it is a live project. And and we also take academic instruction even from the international context also. So right now we also have, because it is in an online mode, we also have industrial designers or graphic designers come from various part of the country or various part of the world actually. So we have a person who is right now conducting our class from Germany, Hamburg. But we have a time difference, but we adapt to it. So there are many values to it. So industry context, what is done at this point of time, we keep updating skill-wise, international, context and international exposure is very high within the department. Yeah, so that's more or less it.
That was really insightful. So, how does this program ensure the students that they are being prepared for their future?
Yeah, so it's actually repeats. I don't want to repeat myself with the previous question because that's how we prepare them. Because we are constantly working on life projects, so they don't. When they go out from the college, they just only feel that they are not with their friends, but work-wise, the preparedness is really high. There are many other aspects of understanding the company's context, which most of the times we have a course which is in semester 6, third year. They go for internship, and that's a course. So we help them go into the industry, work there, and come back, and we evaluate them based on what they did and their experience. So they're quite ready after their third year to actually work. And because of all kinds of interventions, we have a lot of interventions and workshops and system where people come and interact with our students. Our students at par us, where they know how to have the right etiquette to talk to the experts in industry. So there are many initiatives in the college where we make them ready for their future. We also inculcate this thing of not only being very prepared for industry, but we also prepare them for what they should do in the future as individuals, not as designers, but as individuals. So we have soft skill workshops. We also inculcate, um, working in long-term projects like self-initiated projects, where they think of a project which could be within the course, which could be within the subjects that they learn, or something that they want to do, which they will not get time after they graduate. So it's an overall well-rounded system of developing them as an individual and also making them prepared for what they will do in their respective studios and offices when they join. We also inculcate a lot of understanding for them to even start their own businesses. So in their final year, they get into programs like design management, business studies to start off as an entrepreneur. So many of my students, after their MDes, want to start their own studio. How do they register themselves? How to run a business? So they get a lot of interaction with studio owners who come and talk to them as to how to start. So we do a lot of intervention in this. Yeah.
Okay, so sir, like talking about the projects that they are working on. So what are the types of projects that the students are working on through this program? Like, can you please tell something about the placement cell as well?
I think talking about placement cell, that is a different department by itself, but I can give you some idea in it. So the kind of projects that they work on classroom is that we have two ways of looking at it. First way is there are people and studios who come to us at a specific time and tell us, we have a project with us. Can your students do it? So what we do is we look at the course that is running at that point of time and try to plug it at that point of time. For example, we have a book design course right now, publication design. So we have a very esteemed, great design boutique who has come to us to ask us to help them make their annual report or their annual design book. So we plugged it in that 3-week program so that they give us a brief and the students, they break in groups and they help that studio to make their annual design book. That is one way. The second way is sometimes the courses don't plug with the projects because it's highly coincident to get something at that point of time and it has to finish within the course. That is highly coincidental, but we also get that. We also give that brief to many studios. They come at that time. But most of the time we have projects that comes to us where we can't plug it with any course. So we select the students who really can multitask between their academics and doing these projects. Most of the time it is the senior batch who would want to get that into that experience. And we do that throughout the semester. So they have 6 months to finish that project. Placement wise, again, reiterating this fact that we have a placement cell. We have an industrial relations office, which are constantly in touch with projects and placements, which takes our students to different offices. We've got Microsoft coming in. We've got Deloitte Digital. We've got SAP. Even the last year, we've got a lot of students who have joined Infosys in Hyderabad, Bangalore. So these places are being worked on. Even there are very big design studios who comes and approaches for placement and even for working with us in their graduation projects. So graduation project is the final semester where they go out and work in the industry. And many of these design studios come and ask for our students to help them in their projects. So these are some of the works that we do.
Okay, sir. So, sir, according to you, what were the challenges that you have faced while inculcating this program in your curriculum?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest challenges that normally you will hear from almost all design institutes is the quality of the faculty or people coming in to teach from the industry, specifically in the subcontinent, is not very, um, inducing. It's not very encouraging because education has not reached to a level where you get that kind of value while you're working. So education as an industry is still growing, but design education has grown up rapidly in the last 2-3 years. So I was working with ITC classmate when I joined MIT ID, and my purpose of joining MIT ID was to because I was mentoring for all these years, and I thought it came naturally to me to teach. So when I joined in, because it was also an extension of what I did in the industry, so there was no change. So teaching was not there was no change factor for me. There was no change management for me. But the challenge is still to get working professionals to come and teach. And that has become a little problematic right now, especially in graphic design, because graphic design has a lot of work and a lot of potential for everyone to get work. And even across design platforms, whether it is fashion or whether it is product or whether it is furniture design, most of the designers there now, it's also become interdisciplinary. So you don't do graphic design just because you're graphic designers. A fashion designer can actually also end up doing fashion graphic projects. Product also does a lot of graphic projects. So there is a lot of commonality. That also becomes a little challenge to work. But I think the biggest problem is to get the right educators, to right people who can actually articulate design for teaching.
So can you please tell our students that what are the benefits and career options after pursuing this course?
Okay. So many careers is attached to graphic design. Graphic design initially for the past 5 years have changed rapidly from only looking at people who make logos, because that is what graphic design actually was considered to be as a profession. Graphic designers only made logos, was considered, but now it has changed. So graphic designers, by itself, the graphic component of it has become much more strategic. So not only looking at the visual aspect of design, the outer layer of design, but it's also about the backbone of design as to what is the process to bring in that graphic. So the careers could be, you could join in a branding design studio, which basically helps companies to create their brand and the experience behind it. So branding, that is branding designers. You can get into UX and UI, not UX because we have a department for UX, but we look at the UI aspect of it. UI is user interface, UX is user experience. But we also inculcate a little foundation on UX. So UI, user interface, is basically creating, the interface in apps, websites, anything in digital platforms. There are many studios, and we can also be a book designer, a publication designer, which I am from. I did work for 10 years with Dollink Industry, which is under Penguin. Then you could be an illustrator. Most of our graphic designers who are very good with drawing, they end up creating their own design studios for illustrators. And there are many other niche platforms, like you could end up doing, just only working on brands specifically only in restaurants for FMCG. You could only be looking at a niche, only on educational institutions. So there are many careers which is open. And graphic design, mind you, from the last 3 years, I have not seen any of my students sitting idle. They have enough projects ranging from branding, UI, UX, books, brochures, catalogs, many places, and many MNCs in India and internationally have taken graphic design and design intervention as part of their, workflow. So there's no dearth of jobs or career in this department.
I must say that this is really commendable, that no graphic student is sitting idly and everybody has their projects on hand. So, this brings us to the last question, that do you have any suggestions that you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
I think what we should, the advice to the students who really want to take design for as their career or as their future, I think what they should look at is to be very open right now and think about design thinking as the core, and not thinking about being a graphic designer, because eventually in the coming very near future, this will all merge into just the nomenclature as a designer. So, and even in the industry, you are not being looked as a UI UX designer or as a product designer or as a graphic designer. You are looked as a designer. You will have to look at various things together. So understanding design, understanding who are you going to make for, understanding context, and understanding and empathizing. If you really empathize with people, if you really understand where people are coming from, and to at least think of working solutions. I'm not saying we could think of a solution of a particular problem at this juncture, but people who really think that they could come into some kind of solution, working solution, and they think that they can solve a small problem as a design intervention, understanding users, I think this is the career they should look at. And it's a very hard-working, career. Students also come in us thinking that they are not very good with science, they're not good with maths, so they could do design. Actually, it's the reverse. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of theories, there's a lot of mathematics, there's a lot of understanding of psychology that comes in this fraternity. So it's never an escape. It's a lot more hard work than you can actually anticipate. So be prepared for that if you really want to get into design.
That was really good to know, sir. So, sir, thank you so much for taking out your time. It was really insightful and an enriching experience in interacting with you. So, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Nikita.